The second. The next day, despite having no proper meal the night before, the family continued their fast for the sake of Allah. Again, Lady Fatima saw ground barley and baked bread for iftar. When the time came to break their fast, another knock was heard at the door. This time, an orphan stood there, with worn clothes and eyes filled with sadness. He said, "O household of the Prophet, I have no family and no food. Please help me." Again, Lady Fatima saw and Imam Ali as gave away every piece of bread they had, keeping nothing for themselves. The family again broke their fast with only water. The third day. By the third day, their hunger was intense, yet their hearts were strong. They prepared bread once again, hoping to finally eat after the sunset. But as Allah had destined, there was yet another knock at the door. This time, it was a prisoner of war, a captive in need of food. His voice trembled as he asked, "Please, for the sake of Allah, give me something to eat." Once again, Lady Fatima saw and her family gave away all the bread, keeping nothing for themselves. For 3 consecutive days, they had eaten nothing but water at iftar, fulfilling their vow to Allah and feeding those in need instead of themselves. The revelation of the Quranic verse, this extraordinary act of selflessness and sacrifice, did not go unnoticed. Allah revealed verses in the Holy Quran to honor this deed forever, and they give food, in spite of their love for it, to the needy, the orphan and the captive, saying, "We feed you only for the sake of Allah. We do not seek from you reward or thanks." Surah Al-Insan 76:8-9. These verses capture the very essence of sincerity and charity, giving not for fame, gratitude, or recognition, but purely for the pleasure of Allah. The lessons from this story. This incident is more than a story of hunger and charity. It is a timeless lesson in selflessness. Lady Fatima saw teaches us that true generosity is giving what you love, even when you are in need of it yourself. The family of the Prophet letter FDFA did not give from surplus. They gave from the little they had. In doing so, they embodied the highest level of faith and trust in Allah's provision. It also teaches us about the spirit of keeping promises to Allah. When they vowed to fast in gratitude, they fulfilled it without hesitation, even though it meant enduring severe hunger. The emotional impact. Imagine the scene: 2 young children, hungry for 3 days, yet watching their parents give away every morsel of food to strangers, and doing so with smiles, without complaint. Lady Fatima showed them that serving others is among the greatest acts of worship. This is why she is remembered as the mother of the poor, someone who felt the suffering of others as if it were her own. A timeless inspiration. Today, in a world where people often give charity only from what is extra or easy to part with, this story calls us to a higher standard. It invites us to give even when it is difficult, to feed the hungry, even when we ourselves might feel the pangs of hunger, and to do it all seeking nothing but Allah's pleasure. Lady Fatima and her family's 3 days of charity will forever remain a shining example of true faith, compassion, and the beauty of living for others.